What if the storm that you're trying to fight through is not trying to stop you, but it's trying to introduce you to a habit or a skill that will lead you to everything that you're working for? Guys, this week I'm going to continue the series on our storm. I'm going to talk about what's going on in my storm, give you guys an update, and then we'll start going into a couple different aspects of mindset, faith, focus, positivity, but better yet, figuring out what the storm is truly trying to accomplish with you. Trying to sell a house, it fell through because we had an HVAC issue, which caused a bunch of different troubles, which then it caused us to unfortunately go through a claim process. Two of them. One's done, going through the second one right now. That's the highlights. Basically, when that happened, overview, fell apart. I did not know why this storm was happening, kicked in the gut, down on the ground, out for the count, but I had to get back up. Pity party was over, and I needed to make sure that I was taking care of business. So, difference between surface level routines and storm forged discipline. The surface level routines, we're just doing these routines on a daily basis, stacking things that we do in the morning, really mundane items to where it really doesn't take a lot of thought for us to actually do these things. But what happens when we get a storm force discipline where it forces us to really consider change in what it looks like and have deeper thoughts? And part of that deeper thought process is mindset. We covered it last week in detail. Mindset is everything when you're in a storm because you don't know when you're going to come out of it and you don't know direction. And part of that mindset is having faith that God puts you in this position to learn something, to strengthen you, to change your heart. And I know this is a business channel, guys, but all of these things are tied in. Take a look at some of the most successful business people, entrepreneurs, people that actually do well in the space. They have faith, but then even better yet, when they're in a storm, you can't tell they are. They're at peace. They have that center and they know what needs to get done. Are they always going to be able to fight the storm and not lose it? No, they're human. But most of the time they do. So showing up every single day after you're getting beat up by a storm is huge. Your health and faith, all these things tie in together to get through the storm. I always ask the why is this happening to me? And that's the pity party in it. I now look at what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to improve on? How am I going to make myself a better person through this storm? Changing that mindset and understanding where I'm at in that process has helped me weather storms. It's allowed me to continue to stay level and at peace. Believe me, by all means, I still am anxious at times. I can't get around that. I am fighting on that, but I'm really focused on today and what can I do today to get things taken care of, make sure that what I have to do today is squared up and managed to a point to where I know it's going to get done. It's going to change the trajectory of whatever I'm working on, the business. But the thing that's in there is when I'm focused on today and getting these tasks done, I'm a different person. I'm not anxious. I'm not worrying about something out into the future to where it robs me of my critical time today to get these tasks taken care of. My stomach's not turning. I'm focused. I'm more productive. I'm lasered in on the things that are important. If you would have asked me this months ago, even years ago about storms, I would have never had this response. My response is this: storms are brought into our lives for a reason, to change us, to redirect us, change our heart. It really is just about making sure we're directed in the moment. When it comes to taking care of things, you have to be present in what we're doing and how we're doing it. But then, where is the lesson in all this? Where's the redirection? Where's the change that you need? How do you want to become a better person during a storm? And I say that because that's where we're at. A storm is going to define you. It's going to change who you are. It's either going to be a positive or a negative. I prefer a positive, but I've not always viewed being in a storm as positive. Here's a quote that I found that I want to share with you guys. The habits you build in peace don't always survive in pressure, but the ones built in pressure redefine your peace. That stood out to me hugely. The habits that we actually create absolutely are not going to be tested, or they will be tested under pressure, but they won't survive. It's the skills that we get while we're under pressure, which will change our lives. It'll change who we are. It'll redefine who we are. The other piece of this is, and I've come out more with this conversation because as I've been in the storm or storms, I've looked for faith. I'm leaning into faith, God, Jesus, universe. Being able to become a different person while you're in a storm is life altering because it can either destroy you or not. But with faith, you have that peace on a daily basis that you can be able to function, move forward, learn, strengthen your base, get yourself into a place to where you are being productive and getting through the storm, not just by a little bit, by a long shot. You're growing as a human being. You're growing as a person. You're growing as a leader. I want to make sure that you guys understand faith and religion are two different things in my mind. And I'm not a religious person. I'm faith-based. How that relates to you, that's up to you. But my biggest thing is I'm leaning into my faith and getting direction for it so I can actually take this storm head on, become that person that God and Jesus want me to become, and become that leader that I'm lacking when I'm comfortable. Daily silence, 5 to 10 minutes, just sit there, have your thoughts, just connect with yourself, start your day out right. What's one needle moving task per day that you can do? Write it down, share it, accomplish it. That is game changing. It was for me. Journaling. If you don't journal, try it. It helps you get your thoughts out of your mind and onto paper or onto a tablet, whatever you do. But try it. It works. And then the last piece. This is a big piece. And I wrote this one down. Ask yourself, what habit is this storm trying to create in me? Then commit to it for 7 days and journal it. And then own it. Share it with me. Share in the community. We're creating a community here. I want you guys to know that there's people here to support you. I'm here to support you. If you guys like these episodes, you like what I'm talking about, please share, subscribe, tell people about what we're doing. It does take a lot of work to get these episodes out, but I truly enjoy doing them twice a week, and I love to be able to connect with you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Talk to you soon.